The sheriffs took a look at the video, but they said they could not really see how he ran. He was simply being walked into the building and he ran.
You know, people who see this story, they're going to question how in the world did he do this when he is in custody?
Well, you know, when people really want to escape, they find a way to do it. That's all I can say. You know, it's really unfortunate. We don't like it. We're going to do everything we can. We're going to review our procedures, and we're going to do everything we can to prevent something like this from happening again.
As far as notifying the public, though, when something like this happens, what is the procedure exactly on letting people know, being that this is such a dangerous person out there?
The first thing we did was we called HPD, and HPD got right on it, and the word got out really quickly. We met with the judiciary. We're going to review our protocols to make sure that judiciary employees can be immediately notified. We're going to come up with means to let the public know, especially the surrounding businesses and other establishments, for example, the schools. It's going to be difficult, but we're going to try to find a way to do that.
Is there a way in order to perhaps be able to catch this person faster, maybe notify bus drivers, cab drivers, where you can reach them quite easily?
Well, you know, that's a thought. I don't think we've actually thought through it that far, but that's something we'll give serious consideration to.
Director, you said there was 8 deputies. How long before one of them noticed that he was gone?
There were 8 correctional officers, and one of them actually saw him running and gave chase, but was not able to catch up to him.
So he was wearing shorts and a hooded sweatshirt.
That's correct.
Is that normal for him to be wearing something like that?
He was here for a motion, but he was going to be the jury was going to be in the courtroom. So the court was required that when the jury is impaneled and he's facing the jury, he needs to be dressed in civilian clothes, so as not to prejudice the jury.
Was he coming from OCCC or was he coming from Malala? HPD says he was being transported from Malala.
Oh no, he was from OCCC.
Is there perhaps some rethinking of that protocol to leave him in orange jumpsuits until they get to the courthouse?
No, it's the court's required, and in that situation, he needs to be in civilian clothes, and we're going to respect what the court rules call for.
What about the fact that he did not have the ankle shackles on? Will that change? I mean, was that something you guys were trying out today?
No, that's something that we're not sure exactly why that happened, and we're investigating that, and we need to make sure that this protocol is followed at all times.
How many inmates were there total in the 4 vans?
I'm not sure, but there were 8 in the van in which he was in, so it could be 30 to 40 inmates.
And were all of them shackled?
I'm not sure. That's something where we need to gather. There's a lot of reports we have to gather.
Is this the case where you're short of manpower also that's playing into this?
You know, until all of the reports come in from OCCC, I'm not going to really know for sure. At this point, it doesn't seem like a manpower issue.
The correctional officers that were transporting him, are they under any kind of administrative leave or anything of that sort that follows an investigation?
We need to review all of the reports, and then we'll make a determination as to whether there was any need to put anybody on leave.
Were these veteran correctional officers?
We're not sure. I'm not sure at this point.
This is the second escape in 3.5 months. We had another escape Halloween Day.
Yes, I'm very familiar with that.
What can you tell to the public? I mean, it seems like this is the second time in 3.5 months that somebody that could be considered dangerous is out on the road.
Well, both of these are very unfortunate. The first escape, the Halloween night escape, was caused in large part because of some deficiencies in the building. We've worked very closely with the judiciary to shore those things up. And we're going to be looking not only at our procedures for securing the inmates, but we're also going to be taking a look at the physical features of that area from which the inmate escaped. This is an old building, and it really wasn't built for today's security.
And this gentleman that escaped today is accused of an execution-style murder. What can you say to the public about approaching him or coming near to him?
Well, obviously, you know, the police and the sheriff would be better in a better position to address that. But he's obviously dangerous, and if anybody sees him, my advice is you immediately immediately call 911. Don't try to do anything by yourself.
Can you tell us a little bit about the chase that ensued immediately afterward? You said one of the officers went after him?
One of the officers gave chase up a hill, and he had enough of a head start that the officer lost sight of him.
Can you say specifically where he went?
My understanding is he ran up to Reed Lane, which is directly behind the circuit court, then behind Reed Lane, and I'm not exactly sure where he went after that.
And was it just one officer giving chase, or was it something where they tried to surround him in any way? Or?
No, he ran away from where everybody else was. So one officer gave chase, called for the second, and the second followed, but they simply couldn't keep up with him. He had enough of a head start.
You know, we had heard that he got into the parking lot of Voyager School and tried to carjack a car there from one of the parents who dropped off a child. I would think at that point, you know, he's static, he's in one position. Why could the officers have apprehended him there? I mean, how could they lose sight of him just going up that incline?
I don't know. And these, again, the reports are still coming in. You know, we're going to have to take a look at the reports to see what happened.
Thank you, Ted.
Thank you.
Sorry if you've been over some of this stuff before, but how exactly did he escape from the van?
They were unloaded from the van.
So there you have the Department of Public Safety Director Ted Sakaias. He talked about the escapee this morning. This is Teddy Monette. He's awaiting trial on murder, firearms, and drug charges in connection with an execution-style murder last July. This morning, he was able to run from sheriffs after being transported from OCCC to Circuit Court for a hearing. He was last seen this afternoon, actually about 2 hours ago, in the Kaka'ako Park area. He's about 5'11". He was wearing a black hoodie, possibly still wearing waist chains and handcuffs, though police believe there's a chance he has gotten out of those chains by now. Police say Monette is very dangerous. If you see him, do not try to apprehend him yourself. Just call 911 or Crime Stoppers. We will have more for you this afternoon on KITV4 News at 5 as our crews are out and about on this story.